find your lack of faith disturbing.
Gotcha!
SmashMouth Footballerz.
Wait, we got a dream, next to the team, yeah, we can handle it. Wait, soon as I go and I step in arenas, they call
Introducing.
They know what it is, know what I do.
Nick Tate.
Who don't understand? Yeah, that's overdue. My trophy say that's overdue. My rings.
Joe Caldero.
Yeah, they know it's true. They couldn't walk a mile or even fit
Chad
into
Young.
my shoes. Still I got a lot to prove, but for all that we've been through, this overdue. This the anthem.
Hey, welcome to SmashMouth Footballerz. I'm Nick Tate.
Joe Caldero.
And I'm the Cadillac.
Hey, and I just want to thank everybody out there for showing your love and support for our channel. We're well over 2,200 subscribers. And if you haven't done so yet, get you a couple of our good T-shirts or maybe one of our tumblers. And we're giving away this Devin White mini speed helmet signed and authenticated by Beckett, as well as a signed mini Boba Fett Funko Pop. For every $5 that you spend in our store, we'll put your name in a hat, and we're going to draw 2 lucky winners who are going to get these memorabilia. So today on our episode, we're going to talk about injuries and waiver wires, and we're going to start off with our injuries.
Casually, if 2 weeks is kind of a surprise or whatever, I guess 3 weeks is a trend, and we've learned that we don't know nothing yet about what's going on in the NFL or who's who.
Nothing.
But let's start off with a team that we thought was going to run the ball. They couldn't hardly run the ball. Justin Herbert's hurt. He's in a walking boot. They took a MRI. They said it was clear. In the third quarter, Taylor Heineke came in for him. Like I said, I don't know where his status is. They don't know where his status is, other than he's cleared. He's in a walking boot. So him and Sam Darnold's knee, who Sam Darnold has
been showing out.
You got to go pick him up. 4 touchdowns. He's probably playing quarterback better than anybody else in the league now.
Is Minnesota a better system than San Francisco right now?
Well, Kevin O'Connell has always been a genius, and he comes from the same tree. So, I mean, look what he's done. He just threw all over that Texans defense. And
Which is a strong defense.
Strong defense. I never thought that. I never saw that coming. Jordan Love, I do foresee Jordan Love coming back. Malik Willis held him. Yeah. Did great. He loved that win against the Titans last week, but he should be back. And I'm
going to tell you a little meme I saw the other day is that Green Bay has 2 quarterbacks better than Caleb Williams.
Yeah, better than Will Levis.
Wow, Will Levis.
Will Levis is
well. If you're playing Herbert or Levis or anything like that, you're struggling anyway. So
yeah.
I think the Chargers this year, I mean, if they get any traction, is going to be anywhere from late to mid-season. And I really don't see they don't have any development yet. I mean, other than J.K. Dobbins. There's really nobody on that team to pick up.
Gus the Bus may come out. I see.
Maybe
we'll get into it. Quentin Johnson had a touchdown. I don't know about his target share. I mean, it depends on what your record is. I think so. Waiver wire pickups, quarterback, right?
Yeah.
I like Sam Darnold.
I do.
4 touchdowns against the Texans. I think he's going to keep it rolling. I think Justin Fields is taking that job. The Steelers don't want to say it.
Yes, it is done.
I saw it on the news. They said he's taking that job.
Yeah, and Mike Tomlin said, I don't need to say a number 1, but that job's his. Would you go pick him up?
Would I pick up Justin Fields
for fantasy? No.
Depends on who I have and if they're injured. Okay, so Anthony Richardson has really done nothing.
He's done nothing.
Yeah.
If I have Anthony Richardson and Jordan Love coming back off an injury, I want to watch Jordan Love 1 game before I see what's going on.
Okay.
So I could potentially play Fields.
I'm in the situation where I drafted Jordan Love and nobody else, and when I went and picked somebody up, I think I went and picked up Derek Carr.
Good choice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not last week. And so
he's a 2 for 1.
I'm playing Jordan Love. I'm dropping Derek Carr and I'm playing Jordan Love this week.
I would probably play, and this is going to sound nuts, but I'd play Andy Dalton before I played Justin Fields.
He's the only quarterback with 300 yards and touchdowns, and that's a waiver wire pickup too. And Dave Canales has always had a good offense. So,
So what other kind of injuries we got?
we got
Sam Laporta.
well, because we still got a couple waiver wire, but like Aaron Rodgers is only rostered in 30-some leagues.
Yeah.
Like
Man,
30% of leagues, 30 Aaron Rodgers, and I'd go get him before I went and got Geno Smith.
Right.
Yeah, and I think the Malik Willis thing is over
It's
with.
over with.
And I agree with you. After that, I don't pick up anybody else. I don't believe in Matthew Stafford going forward because of that. They just played kind of a poor San Francisco defense.
Would you play Justin Fields over Caleb Williams?
Yes,
all
of
day.
course.
All
Yeah.
day long.
Okay. Wide receiver, that physical game against the Saints and Eagles, we had a couple injuries. Devontae Smith had a concussion. He got rocked. I don't know how long he's going to be out.
It's probably at least a week and a half.
His helmet flew off.
Yeah.
I mean, it was bad. Then the guy who came in for him, Brittany Covey, the wide receiver, he got rocked.
Yeah.
And his shoulder. So they're both hurt.
Goddard's the guy.
Goddard's the guy right now over there. I don't know who else they're going to throw. And Saquon.
They're going to run the ball.
Saquon and Goddard is what you got over there. Van Jefferson, who's been seeing a lot of targets in Pittsburgh because it's him and it's Pickens, and neither one. Let's be honest, neither one of them is anything worth having fantasy wise. But he's out, so that's something to keep an eye on if you want to go get Justin Fields because it's Pickens and it's that's it. But
I'm going to throw you 4 names.
okay.
Alan Lazard.
I go get him because of his not in a PPR but in a standard league because A-Rod's looking for him in the
Yeah,
end zone.
they have trust. They have trust there. He's the number 2. Juwan Jennings, after his showing, I mean, you got to think about it. Ayuk has shown nothing. All these holdout receivers, Jamar Chase finally showed something.
Last night,
But
finally he went double team. T. Higgins got some, and Isolov's got
CeeDee Lamb
some.
has showed nothing.
Well,
Juwan Jennings, to me, played like a number 1.
3 touchdowns, 175 yards. He played amazing, but it was against the Rams defense. Let's not forget that.
right.
And let's not look. Kittle is not on the IR. He can come back at any time. They didn't put him on the IR, right? So if Kittle comes back, it's going to eat in there. Ayuk is still there. Ayuk is going to get covered like a blanket until if you're 0-3,
I am in one league.
go pick him up. If you're 2-1 and you look at your roster and you're like, these guys are more sustainable than him for the long run, don't make that switch.
That's the tragedy of having the number 1 pick and picking CMC this year. I picked CMC, and now I have nothing.
He's seen a specialist in Germany.
Yeah,
I think. Look, this is just my feeling. I think he's out for the season.
I think he's done.
I think he's out for the season.
And Jordan Mason is not a threat to catch the ball like CMC was. So Jennings might be a thing. I'm going to look at him. I may watch him. I may pick him up and watch him a week.
You know he's going to have a week. I think they're playing New England, so I trust him this week. Yeah. But going forward, like I said, Debo and Kittle, they're not on the IR.
Right.
So they can come back at any time. They said, hey, we're going to get them sooner than later.
2 more names.
Yep.
Darnell Mooney.
He's getting targets. He's getting
Pitts' targets.
He's the second. He's second. Drake London and him are the ones getting targets.
Right.
In a PPR, yeah, why not? I think this Atlanta offense is going to get better and better and better. I don't like the matchup he has against the Saints this week, but if you're 0-3, even if you're 1-2, that's that's someone to keep an eye on.
Yeah. I keep an eye on him. Yosevas.
No, I still don't.
Higgins did nothing. Yosevas had a touchdown, but
he called a touchdown, but he didn't have much.
Nothing
had
beyond
targets.
that. Nothing beyond that.
I thought the tight ends for the Bengals Monday night did. I mean, that's who I saw.
Gasecki and
yeah.
So
T. Higgins should have had that 2-point conversion. That was a flag.
Yeah.
And
I can't. And there's no real receivers other than that. I mean, we talked about Marcus Robinson. He's a no.
Okay.
Tutu might be the one.
Tutu Atwell
is the one.
I'm going to get him. I'm 3-0, and I'm going to go get Tutu Atwell. So this is just the fact of the situation. 1 month, Okay, Cooper Kupp's out 1 month at least. At least 2 months. You have Puka Nacua out. They're going to throw the ball. They're going to be behind. That offense is terrible. Tutu Atwell is going to eat that up, I think. And I'm 3-0 in 3 out of 4 leagues. I'm going to get Tutu Atwell. I believe, like after that performance, I believe in that.
Let's do some running backs.
One more name, Quentin Johnston. He has 2 touchdowns.
With Heineke?
With Heineke, no. But with Hebert, with Herbert.
With Herbert, yes. Without Herbert, no.
He only had 2 targets, but he had a touchdown. And last week, he came out and
he got a lot of targets.
I think he's somebody to stash on your bench for later on.
I don't have a lot of room on my bench because I have running back problems.
Okay.
Well, let's talk. Drafted the most running backs.
Yeah, you hampered. Let's go into that then. Who do you?
Running back wise.
So
people from if any of our leagues have anything to show about it, Chuba Hubbard's out there in like half the leagues right now. 57%, I think. 40%. Yeah. He's only rostered in 40%.
40% of leagues.
Carolina can't get none together.
So Jonathan Brooks, they say he can be back in week 5. He can, but potential is he won't. So I'll run Chuba if I have to.
I thought Jonathan Brooks was going to be week 8. Week 8 is whenever I saw that.
If that's even better for Chuba.
Yeah, you didn't see a lot of injuries for running backs this week, but you saw like stuff clearing up. We spoke a little too soon. Like, remember when we had our keep?
Yeah.
We talked about Christian Kirk. We might have been a little early on that. I don't care. Jacksonville is a train wreck.
Terrible.
But Bucky Irving is going to take this job in Tampa Bay.
Yes.
Do you agree?
Oh, by week 8 it's his job.
Yeah, I think maybe his job next week because he's averaging 5.9 yards a carry, and what's his name is averaging 2.3.
They'll share. He'll start cutting into the share amount by week 8. He is the man.
Rashad White, 2.3 yards a carry.
Terrible.
Get out of here, bro. Get out of here, homie.
Carson Steele, I have him in one league. I didn't play him.
I picked him at 1 because I'm in the same boat. I need help, right? So he got me like 10 points, really. So it's not bad as a running back 3. But what you think about Braylon Allen?
Love him. That dude could be playing. He'd be the starter anywhere else.
So I've got the running back Breece Hall. I've got Breece Hall in 2 leagues, right? And I have so many running back problems. I made sure I had Braylon Allen in them leagues just in case.
You may start them both. You may start them both games. Like you may have the Jahmyr Gibbs, David Montgomery if the setup's right, where they're both getting 15 to 20 points. Like we saw it this week. Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery both.
If you're in a bad situation like me, but I'm not picking this guy up, but he's somebody if you need to. Rico Dowdle has taken over the Cowboys backfield.
He has. Drop Ezekiel. But let's pump our brakes. The Dallas's problem is they ran the ball 11 times Sunday. Mm-hmm. And that's everybody's like, CeeDee Lamb, they're yelling. Well, CeeDee Lamb, bro, you can't ask for the ball when you fumble the ball on the 2-yard line. You cannot ask for the ball when you fumble it in the red zone. Cowboys, if you're going to only run the ball 11 times a game, nothing's going to work for you. Mm-hmm. On to the next one, dude. Y'all start running the ball, you might see something. I don't touch him now.
So let's talk about the Cowboys for just a second.
Okay.
Jerry Jones needs to back off from doing the general manager's job. They could have had Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry has a house in Dallas. Derrick Henry wanted to go to Dallas. They have $25 million in cap space. They didn't even look at signing.
He said, I couldn't afford him. Dude, go sit down, bro. He wanted to be in Dallas.
Yeah, he wanted to be there.
You might have got a hometown discount.
So that right there should make Jerry Jones sit down and let somebody else do that.
Yeah, but that's not going to work. Okay. That dude, he's so high on his horse.
Cut candidate. Cut candidate right now. If you got him, cut him. DeAndre Swift.
Man, that dude is terrible in this game.
He is the worst fantasy player this whole year. Mm-hmm. Roshan Johnson came over. He had 70-something yards rushing, and I don't even think he's the one you want. I think Khalil Hebert is the one you want, because if you watch that game, Khalil Hebert was the one who was getting the ball in the 5 yard. Now, I don't make no sense to me because Roshan Johnson's a huge back that come out of Texas, but they wanted to give it to Khalil Hebert in the red zone.
Right.
Fine then. Roshan Johnson just got 75 yards, but if you got DeAndre Swift, you better go Cuddy, and you better go get one of these guys and gamble, because that dude is hot garbage this year.
My favorite waiver wire running back pickup is Bucky Irvin. By far. And a couple other things to look at. Tyler Beatty, it looks like he might be doing the thing in Denver. He went off. Keep an eye on him. You might want to go get him for a stash. I think he's going to be something later on in the year. I think Tank Bigsby, he's coming back healthy. I think he's going to be something that
For later on.
Yep. Emmanuel Wilson. Emmanuel Wilson. So in Green Bay, you got Love coming back. You got 1,000 weapons, and you have the handcuff of Emmanuel Wilson and what's his name? Who's running back right now for Green Bay?
Oh, Josh Jacobs.
Josh Jacobs. I apologize.
Sorry, I was looking at my screen.
Josh Jacobs. And that's it. The other two were on IR.
Yep.
Short time and long term.
Josh Jacobs is never going to come out of my lineup. I got some issues in one. So I have a conundrum. I never knew what that meant.
Okay.
Until now.
That's a big word.
Yep. What do you got?
I have a Jared
Lots
Goff
of
conundrum.
Oh God. Well, I don't. What's your conundrum?
Okay, so
He's attached.
I have
Cut him.
Kyler Murray,
God, play him. all
Jared
day.
Goff. Jared Goff had more points than Kyler Murray first week, not the second week. Third week he did.
But Kyler Murray's going to be so
now
much
you're
better.
just going to have to leave golf in there another week, and then
I'm just going to trade Goff and just
Trade him.
get him off my.
Hey.
I'll take him. Let's do it.
Please, what do y'all think out there? We got till Sunday to make a decision. What does he do with Jared Goff? Let us know. I say he needs to trade him or dump him, and he needs to go get some running back depth.
That's what I'm talking about.
Like
Bucky Irving.
Cordell.
If he's there, I mean,
Hey, Cordell Patterson might become a thing in Pittsburgh. Najee Harris got hurt with his shoulder, and then Jalen Warren's hurt. So Cordell Patterson might be able to, like, if you're 0-3, you know that you're not going to get much out of him in the long run.
Right.
But if you need a win to get off that schneid and get into things, Cordell Patterson's going to run the ball and catch it in Pittsburgh. So
I agree.
that's another eye to keep. That's somebody else to keep an eye on.
So something else. Because I love to talk about Jerry
Good.
Jones.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
They traded a 4th round pick for Trey Lance.
Yeah.
Think about the 4th round running backs that got picked that could have been their back. Braylon Allen, Bucky Irving. You know, that's just 2
Trey Lance.
for Trey Lance.
Trey Lance.
Yeah, it's. I like what they did, and I think if Tua, if nothing happens with Tua, I think the noise starts. You start hearing the noise about a Trey Lance to Miami, because Miami's going to be looking. They can't do this. This guy. You got one of the most talented rosters, and you got this cat out here flinging nothing to everybody.
Yeah, so
he flinging.
I go get the guy who knows the game plan. I go get Ryan Tannehill and bring him.
You can go get Tannehill. I thought he would already be in there. No. Look, tight end has been insanely inconsistent this year.
Very.
You don't know who to play at times. You don't know what to do. And then to add on to that, Sam Laporta. All right, he's day-to-day with an ankle. If he's not, even his numbers have been lacking, let alone if he's 100% Sunday.
Right.
And, of course, my boy Trey McBride come out with a concussion.
Man.
Yep.
And it's not like they were tearing up the league anyway.
Nope.
I mean, I've gotten more results out of, like last night, both tight ends for the Bengals got you more than these guys have.
Cole Kmet.
Cole Kmet is, you definitely should
You should go pick up Cole Kmet.
Yep.
I like I said in the beginning before the season started, I want to be able to leave my tight end spot empty and still win, because I do not trust tight ends. I do not like playing tight ends. I actually play in a league where the tight end spot is gone and it's a flex.
Yeah. I played in Superflex, and then they got the leagues where you got 2 tight ends.
I do not want to play in that one.
I think Aaron Rodgers is going to make Tyler Conklin a thing. He's always liked tight ends.
But you can drop all these first second, third tight end picks and go get Hunter Henry, go get Conklin, go get Cole Kmet.
Yeah, I just want consistency. And Hunter Henry, week 2 had 11 targets. Week 3 he had 3 targets.
Right.
I don't know. Yeah, why not? Evan Ingram should be coming back. Brent Strange got you a touchdown, nothing else. But if you got a touchdown out of your tight end,
Lawrence
you
is
like
still the
it.
quarterback,
Trevor Lawrence is a bust. Call it what it is. The dude has not won a game since Thanksgiving last year. Write that down. It's a fact.
Thanksgiving's coming up.
Yep. Jasecki look good.
Yeah.
And that's...
With all the weapons back, though, he's going to be a hard one to find. But
Yeah, I don't... After that, you're just throwing darts, I believe.
I mean, I went down the Cade Otton a rabbit hole and got 0.05 points for it. So, yeah, I mean...
I thought he was going to do something. Vikings are good. I didn't know the Vikings were real. They're good.
He's coming back.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
You'll see Monday. Jaden Daniels was having fun throwing to Zach Ertz.
Jaden Daniels looked amazing.
Yeah, well, anybody looking amazing against that defense.
Right.
So,
What was the Chiefs' problem?
So, did you guys watch the throw that made Atlanta lose that game in the end zone, where the defender grabbed around the waist of the receiver before the ball was even there and they didn't call it?
Yeah.
I mean, come on, man. How many times are people going to have to point this stuff out before the refs stop allowing Kansas City to win?
I think we brought it up before, and I think it's becoming a thing that's trending. I don't know if y'all have seen it yet, but
NFL is scripted.
yeah,
Like wrestling.
yeah,
Wrestling.
I love wrestling.
me too. I love it.
Do we have
I love Becky Lynch.
a fantasy wrestling?
I'd
league?
love
Let's
to.
do it. Well, it's the
Let's
Nature Boy.
do-
The Nature
yeah.
Boy's not a wrestler no more.
No, not anymore.
That's my guy.
No, we got Seth Rollins.
want
Hey, Seth
Sting.
Rollins fell out at Chicago.
He did what?
Seth Rollins. You see Seth Rollins? He got thrown over the thing.
The rail?
Yeah, it was awesome.
Wow.
Yep.
Okay.
Awesome. Oh, that was fun to watch. And
Sounds dangerous.
no, it was short. Seth Rollins
okay.
got good tickets. He not from the stand, just on the field, and they made him walk through. It was scripted, but it was fun.
Yeah, that's I think that's about it for the waiver wires because
I do got to give one more name. I got to give one more name.
Sure.
And then I got to tell you that thing that's trending. And then I guess we'll conclude this and let us know what you think about these pickups.
No.
So my surprise guy, if I am going to get somebody, and I know it's strictly just touchdown base and efficiency, but Jalen Naylor for the Vikings,
Addison will be back.
he has. But even with Addison, week 1 he had a touchdown.
Yep.
Week 2 he had a touchdown. Last week against Tampa Bay, he was in the one with the touchdown.
Naylor and Yosevas are doing the same thing though.
I guess I don't know. Maybe I've seen Naylor more. Maybe I don't trust people. I don't know what it is, but I see Jalen Naylor and I'm like, wow, man. And I see Osavas and I'm like, oh gosh.
I think Yosevas is a pretty good talent.
Yeah, I like what he's doing. I don't know if it's sustainable. Like T. Higgins is better than Addison.
Correct.
That's why I say that. It's not really anything else. No, that's the only reason I say that. But if he keeps doing it, I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong.
All right. So what's the thing you got to say, Sean?
Okay, so it's trending. Tom Brady
Tom Brady.
Oh, he's not. He's doing
please.
terrible as an announcer.
had 22 interceptions that got ripped from his record because of pass interference penalties through his whole career. You know how many times Patrick Mahomes has had interceptions wiped from the record because of a pass interference?
I do not.
22 times. The same amount as a man that played how many more years in the league as him?
Right.
This thing is getting it's getting a little too obvious.
But one thing
And they love Tom Brady.
but
The
people
roast of
forget.
Pat
People forget.
Mahomes.
They forget very easily in the NFL.
They do.
One thing I did enjoy was Taylor Swift was not at the game.
Yeah.
Jeez.
And it didn't look like Travis Kelce was there either.
No, but I think he's done, man. I think Travis Kelce is done.
He's got 2 more commercials this week.
Yeah.
I think he's done.
taking 2 shots, 2 commercials, and then they're going on to their next movie.
Yep. So
They'll have
reality
a,
show.
but in the offseason, they'll have a reality show.
Yep.
So-
Taylor and Travis.
they should have some.
the
He's already had
Swifties.
one.
He's
already had one reality show.
It's insane.
Oh, this one's going to go big.
Yeah. So we're filming Tuesday at 1. We're going to try to get this content out to you as soon as possible. We have till Thursday night, that first game. Then Sunday, we're going to relax. We're going to get you another video Sunday with more updates on injuries and who we like, with picks and advice. If you agree, disagree, like, comment, subscribe. Let us know what you think. If we left some names off the board, or y'all want to go deep dive, and some of y'all may have 2 quarterback leagues or super flexes or something like that, let us know. If you have any questions,
And then we can
we'd love
dive
to
down
answer.
that hole.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, please interact. We love it. So
All right, guys. Well, until next time, I'm Nick Tate,
Joe Caldwell.
I'm the Shadow Act.
and we're out.
Ay, give me the chips.
SmashMouth Footballerz.
Ay, we got a dream, next to the team, yeah, we can handle it. Wait, soon as I go and I step in arenas, they call me the champ. They know what it is, know what I do, know who I am, who don't understand. Yeah, that's overdue. My trophy say that's overdue. My ring said to be immortalized. Yeah, they know it's true. They couldn't walk a mile or even fit into my shoes. Still, I got a lot to prove, but for all that we've been through, this overdue. This the anthem. Pull up and you know the team is strong. This your anthem. All my underdogs. Everybody get your hands up. Sometimes it's hard, but we made it through. We were struggling for a minute, so that winning overdue. Yeah. They know it's true.